CCBC Essex, folks. We are here for Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Essex Knights and the Montgomery Raptors. The Raptors won the first game 8-2. Knights will be looking to split the two-game series today. Taking the mound for the Knights for Game 2 is Jeff Young. Comes into today's game with a 6.53 ERA. He's 2-2 on the season in 7 appearances. This will be his 8th of the season. We are almost set for baseball here in Game 2, as Seamus Hannigan's going to get it started playing left field for the Raptors in Game 2. Here we go. First pitch. It's in there. Strike one. First pitch is at 3:04 p.m. Second pitch to him is going to bounce to the plate there. 1-1. The umpire's going to take a minute, and he's down after that one. We're going to take a minute while the umpire gets attended to. We're going to let him take his time and get back to his feet and whatnot, as both trainers come out and are going to tend to the umpire here. We'll be right back after a quick break here at CCBC Essex. Yeah, I missed it too, because I saw it bounce to the plate. I thought it bounced to the plate, but I guess it came up and got him. Where'd it get him at? His leg? Oh. Yeah.
They really only do them if it's like a rain delay or something like that. They're very rare, honestly.
Because I knew they had them, but
Yeah, they're very rare. Makeup days and whatnot are usually when they do double headers if they can do them.
yeah.
But more times than not, they're going, days at a time.
Yeah.
So if they have a 2-game series, it'll be, Monday, Tuesday.
Umpire looks like he's gonna struggle a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if he can. Yeah, he's struggling to walk. I tell you what, though, I don't know. I don't want to be behind the plate versus out in the field.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be an umpire anyway. All right, let's see it, bud. Still plugged in, right?
And here we are, back to action. Umpire has been tended to, 1-1 count. That is grounded over to third, and that's going to get through the legs of Leon over there. Hannigan on board with the single to start the Raptors off in the first inning of play. Now Will Burgess, the second baseman, coming up for his first plate appearance of Game 2. He was the key cog in the engine that was the Raptors in their first game. 4 for 4. 2 doubles and 2 singles. He's looking to keep it going into the second game. First pitch to him. Send out into right field. It's going to get down out there, and Burgess is going to keep the day going here. He's 5 for 5 today. Back-to-back singles for the Raptors. Now A.J. Javit. Pitcher last game, now DH in this one. Quickly, Montgomery has 2 hits off of Young. And a runner in scoring position on second base there. That's Hannigan at second. First pitch to Javit. In there, strike 1. Montgomery played a really good game in that first one. Essex issue was the errors that they committed. They had 5 total in the first game. That one, big cut there. Javit swings through it. 0-2 now. Young looking to get the first out of the inning right here on the third batter. The 0-2. David fouls it off. And we'll do the 0-2 again. We saw some really good hitting from this Montgomery team in the first game, and they're looking to keep it going in the second game here. The 0-2 again, that's going to be blocked by the catcher Hines, who can play anyways, listed as utility on the stat sheet, on the roster. 1-2 the count. He can pitch, he can play in the outfield, he can play in the infield, he can play anywhere you want him to. You love having a guy like that on your team. Here's the 1-2. And that's strike 3. Javit goes down looking as it caught the outside part of the plate there. Didn't look too heavy off the call. Maybe thought it was a little further outside. Umpire thought otherwise. Down on strikes goes Javit for the first out of the inning. So now Cole Wyckoff, the catcher in the first game, now playing first base here in Game 2. Wyckoff was 0 for 1 in the first game. He had 2 walks and a sacrifice fly to RBI to his name, but he had a strikeout in there as well. That was back in the 5th inning of the last one. Two hits so far on the inning for the Raptors. First pitch of the at-bat is in there, strike 1. Again, first pitch of this one was at 3:04 p.m. It's currently 66 degrees, a little cloudy. Winds blowing at 7 miles per hour to the southeast. As we'll get time called here. The 0-1 misses the zone here, making the count 1-1. So backing up Young in this one, we'll go around the horn here. We have Prieto at first, Gonzalez at second, Nakic at shortstop, Leon at third, Hines behind the plate. As the 1-1 comes in, swung on, chopped over to short. Nakic gets there. Not going to have a play. Decides to just hold on to it. That's an infield hit for Wyckoff, and now the bases are loaded. So 3 batters reach on the inning. Hannigan over to third. Burgess over to second. And now Wyckoff at first. And we'll see Brendan Grass, the catcher, taking the place of Wyckoff for this game behind the plate. And in the outfield for the Knights for this one, we'll see Schaefer in left, Watson in center, and Laviosa in right field. First pitch to him off the outside part of the plate, strike 1. Now Grass awaits the 0-1 from Young. Big cut there. Hines able to block it from getting away. And now Young's in control here, 0-2. The 0-2 to Grass as Young is taking his time there on the mound, trying to get everyone off base, and now time is called. As Grass going to take a minute, get his timing back and everything else. And here we go. The 0-2 from Young on the right to the pitcher. Young fields it, play at the plate for 1, over to first. Prieto jumps, grabs the bag, grabs it, makes the catch, and touches the bag for the double play. So that's going to do it for the first half of the first inning. Raptors leave the bases loaded here as they run into the double play. That's 1, 2 to 3. I like those numbers. That's how that works. So heading into the bottom of inning number 1, we're all tied at 0. We'll be back with the Knights lineup here at CCBC Essex. We are back at CCBC Essex for the bottom half inning number 1. We're all tied at 0, and Nolan Watson is set to get us going here for the Knights. Watson in center field. He was behind the plate in the first game. First pitch to him. That's going to miss outside. 1-1. Taking the mound for Montgomery, and this one is Connor Brady. He's 2-1 on the year with a 5.16 ERA. Second pitch, misses down. 2-0 to Watson in his now 9th appearance on the season. Watson takes the 2-0 into center field and down for a base hit. So Watson on board with the single. Leadoff single here for the Knights. And now Luke Nikic resuming his position at shortstop from the first game. Will come for his first plate appearance in this one. Struggled in the first game, reached base once on an error back in the second inning of that one. Pick off back to first. Watson able to walk back safely. Struck out twice in the first game, and he popped out to first as well. So first pitch of the at-bat to him. In there, strike one. Now the 0-1. That's going to miss inside, evening the count at 1. The 1-1. Runner goes. Down. Is he safe? He is not. Watson thrown out at second. He went on first move and guessed wrong. Most times against lefties, they always tell you to wait a little longer just to make sure that they actually do go home. That time he did not. Watson is thrown out at second base. So one out now. Over to short. Throw over to first. Going to get him in time. Does not as it gets by the first baseman over there. Runner is going to advance to second. So that's going to be an error on the shortstop more than likely. As Nikic reaches second. Tough play, though, for Schubert to make. Had to range a little over to his left. And it makes it a longer throw over to first. Knights have a chance now with a runner in scoring position. First pitch to Laviosa is going to miss outside. The 1-0 to Laviosa. That's fouled back to the backstop here. 1-1. Gage Schaefer waiting on deck of the ever-dangerous Schaefer, former Maryland football player. I'm going to bring his talents to CCBC Essex for this Knights baseball team. That one misses in the dirt now. 2-1 to Laviosa. In the last contest, Laviosa had one hit, which was a single back in the first inning. He was 1 for 3 in the first game. Now the 2-1 on its way from Brady. And over to shortstop, a chance again for Schubert. Over to first. No throw, no throw. Just going to eat it. Laviosa reaches safely. That's an infield single for Laviosa. And now we'll see Gage Schaefer playing left field in this one. Resuming his position from the last game. Both in the batting order and in the field. And we know how dangerous his bat can be. As that first pitch is in there on the outside part of the plate, strike one. Runners on the corners with one out on the inning. Better believe Brady in this infield looking to turn a double play and escape the inning without any damage. And that's back-to-back strikes as Schaefer's now in a hole here quickly, 0-2. Now it's got to shorten up and put the ball in play somewhere. The 0-2's on its way. Schaefer chases it. Swings through it. Grass gloves it. First out of the inning as Schaefer goes down on strikes. Swinging. Now Patrick Barrett digging in. His first time up. He was pitcher and designated hitter in the first game. Now just DH. First pitch to him fouled off third base side. And 2 outs on the inning. Runner still on the corners here. Chance for the first run. Strike early here for Essex. That one is swung on. It's a check swing. Say he went. And that's strike 2. So 0-2 the count now to Barrett as he falls behind here. Ball got away from grass, but nothing doing for either runner there. So Barrett awaits the 0-2. Here it comes. Barrett holds this time successfully. 1-2. Thought about going out there, but thought better of it in the waning moments of that at-bat. You don't have a lot of time to react to a lot of these pitches. You have to make your decision fairly quickly if you're going to swing or not. Checking is one of the harder things to do as Barrett pops this one up. Right field. Under it. And there's the catch route number 3 as Fabre makes it. So the fly out to right field is going to end of the inning for the Knights. They leave 2 on. They get 2 hits on the inning. No runs, though. 1 error on the inning for Montgomery. We'll head to the top of inning number 2. We'll see 6, 7, and 8 for the Raptors. We'll be back with the top of inning number 2 here at CCBC Essex. We're set for action in inning number 2 here at CCBC Essex. Score is all tied at 0. This game's already starting off differently than the first game. In the first inning of the first game, Montgomery struck first and got 1 run in the first. And this time around, both teams had their chances to score in the first inning and could not do so. Rio Fabre is up doing the hitting for the Raptors. Count is 1-1. This pitch from Young is going to miss in the dirt, making it 2-1 to Fabre. In the first game, Fabre had a single in the 6th, and he had a RBI to left field. It was a sac fly in the 7th inning of that one. It's now 3-1 to Fabre. The 3-1 on its way. Fabre swings through that one. 3-2, full count. Good to pump the fastball by him on that one. We'll see if he can finish it out here. The 3-2 in the dirt, and Fabre's going to have himself a walk. Getting himself to first. And now we'll see the center fielder Justin Van Steelant for Montgomery. Van Steelant moved up in the lineup from last game. He was the number 9 hitter. and he was 0 for 3 with a walk in the first game. He's looking to turn his day around. Throw over to first. Fabry's going to walk back safely. First pitch to him. Oh, back to first, and in time is Fabry. Good move over there to first from Young. Both teams starting lefties, and one already got a pick off in Montgomery's side earlier in the first inning for them. As he's looking to counter with one of their own here. That was the third throw over. Have not seen a pitch in the at-bat. 3 straight throws over to first. Looking to keep Fabry close. Fabry, little lead over there. Ball was blocked by Hines, and the first pitch of the at-bat is a ball. To Van Steelant. The 1-0 to Van Steelant. That one's also going to miss outside. 2-0 the count now. Now Young comes set. The 2-0, not quite yet, as we'll see another throw over to first. Fabry back safely again. Now we get time calls. Going to get a new baseball out to Young. Pitchers need that grip for the baseball to throw their selection of pitches. When you don't have it, you need to get a new ball. Good call from Young to get one. That one also misses. So 3-0 now to Van Steelant. Fabry, lead over there, 3-0. That one's also going to miss, so 4 straight. We'll send Van Steelant down to first. Second walk in the inning. Fabry to second after the walk. Van Steelant to first. And we'll see the third baseman, Bruce Padishaw. Padishaw in the first game had a sac fly to center field. So he had 1 RBI, and he sends this one out to left. Center fielder, left center field makes the catch. Throw down the third. He got him at third. Doubling him up. Nolan Watson showing off the arm out there in center field. Don't see those kind of double plays very often. Fabry gets thrown out at third base. Van Steelant moves up to second. 2 outs on the inning. Fly out to center field and the double play. Padishaw goes down, and now we'll see the shortstop, Peyton Schubert. First pitch to him, in there, strike 1. Those are the kinds of plays you'll love if you're an outfielder. Throwing somebody out who's trying to go on you. Those are some of the best plays in baseball, in my opinion. The 0-1, missing in the dirt. Evening the count at 1. Schubert in the first game had a single in the 4th. And that was about it as far as hits go. And that one's going to find the zone. Now 1-2 the count. The 1-2 to Schubert as Young comes set. On its way. Schubert over to second. Gonzalez slides, makes the play. Throw over to, no throw. And we'll see no throw over to first. Schubert's on board with the single. Van Steelen moves over to third. And now the top of this Montgomery lineup looking to get the first run across in this one. As Hannigan's going to dig back in for his second plate appearance in as many innings now. He singled his first time up and ended up stranded at third. Now we'll get time called as coach gives the signals down there on third base. Runner there on first is Schubert. Bit of a lead, Prieto holding him on. Over third baseman's head into left field. One run's gonna come across the score, and that's how we start the scoring in this one with an RBI single from Hannigan, from Seamus Hannigan. So there's a single, the RBI, and the RBI from Hannigan as Van Steelen comes around to score, and Schubert moves up to second. So now Burgess up for his second time. First pitch to him in the dirt as Hines hits a block back there, 1-0. Burgess singled his first time up, ended up stranded at second. 2 outs on the inning. Montgomery already was 1 across in the inning. Looking to get a couple more. 1-0, make it 2-0 now. As that one misses in the dirt. And here we are waiting the 2-0 from Young. Checking the runner on second. That one's hit out into right center field. Going back, giving chase. And that was a great catch out there from Nolan Watson, running that one down, ranging all the way over towards right field, running that down, making the play out there and ending the inning. So with great defense, the inning comes to a close as Nolan Watson shows off that great hustle that he has, and speed for that matter as well. Let's not take that away from either. Heading into the bottom of inning number 2, the Raptors lead 1-0 after getting 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 on base. So heading to the bottom of inning number 2, Montgomery's on top, 1-0. We'll be back with the bottom of inning number 2 here at CCBC Essex.
If you have any questions, let me know.
Back here for the bottom of inning number 2 at CCBC Essex. Armando Prieto set to get us going here. First pitch is missing low in the zone, ball 1. No, you're good, thank you. Second pitch to Prieto, swung on and hit out to left field. Going to get out of play. It's a long strike 1 for Prieto. Evens the count at 1. The 1-1 to him now. Chopped over to short. And bobbled. No play. It's going to get out into center, into the outfield there. Center fielder Van Steelen comes over to grab it, pick it up, throw it back in, and Prieto on board. And that'll be an error on the shortstop there. Be an error on the shortstop. Prieto reaches first. And we'll see Robert Leon playing third base for the Knights in this one. First pitch to him misses inside, ball one. Now time has been called. And they're checking the baseball now. Getting a fresh ball out there to him. Leon was 1 for 3 in the first game with a single. He was caught stealing at third. In that at bat, he got the single in. So 1-0 the count. And that one also misses, so 2-0 to Leon. Around first is Prieto, the 2-0. That's also going to miss to make it 3-0 now. Leon is way ahead in the count in this one. He can wait till he sees one he really likes and drive it somewhere. Let's see if he can do that. 3-0. No need to swing at that one. 4 straight. Leon's going to go down to first on the walk. Prieto up to second. And Cale Hines, the catcher, will come up for his first plate appearance in this one. Knights enter game 2 of the doubleheader, 9-15 after losing the first one. Montgomery enters 15-10 after winning the first one. And both of these games are very important for Division II standings heading into the tournament. First pitch, 1. So 5 straight balls now from Brady. 2-1, Brady, the 1-0, finds the zone there, ends the streak of 5 straight balls. 1-1 the count. Hines in that first game didn't have. He had 2 official at-bats. He walked in the 7th. So 0 for 2 is 2 strikeouts there in the first game and a walk. 2-1 the count to Hines. As Brady comes set and delivers the 2-1. That's another strike there on the outside part of the plate. Even in the count at 2. Hines is set. Brady comes set. The 2-2. Make it 3-2. Missing high and away. The runner on second could come around and score if the ball's hitting the gap. And there's a lot of space out there in between center and right field. Grounded over to third. That's going to eat him up, but Padishaw able to get there in time and maintain composure long enough to make the play and tag third. It's a fielder's choice there to third. Prieto is out at third on the tag to the bag. Leon moves up to second. Hines on first. And we'll see Luis Gonzalez, the number 9 hitter, in the lineup playing second base in game 2 for the Knights. Still 2 on, 1 out. First pitch to Gonzalez, away and in the dirt. 1-0. After Gonzalez, we will see the top of the Knights lineup again. We'll see Watson. That pitch is going to find the strike zone. Nice spot for that one. 1-1 to count. Big cut at that one there by Gonzalez, but nothing doing. 1-2. Now it's all about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Let's see if Gonzalez can do that here. 1-2, 1 out. That's going to bounce, missing the dirt and get away from the catcher, but nobody's going to move. Ball didn't get too far away from him. So good job to not lose it. Because sometimes that can happen. You lose the ball on the ground. As it gets away from you, you can't see it. It gets behind you, and you're not quite sure where it goes. That gives runners time to move up. Luckily there for Grass, that did not happen. 2-2, the count. 2 on, 1 out. Gonzalez grounds it over to Watson over there on deck. We'll do the 2-2 again. All right. Max it again, back to second, throw. Not going to be in time as Leon gets back there safely. Good job from Burgess sneaking in there on the back end, trying to get the out at second. So the 2-2 after the pickoff attempt, and now the shortstop creeping in behind Leon. No throw this time. Chopper over third base side, fouled off once again. Counts can remain 2-2. Already 5 hits so far for the Raptors to Essex's 2. And we're only through 2 1/3, so or 1 1/3 so far for Essex anyway. Another one fouled off. Gonzalez got a little battle brewing here between him and Brady. Love seeing this. That run out there at second is key to tying the game up. Gonzalez is trying to do everything he can to get that run in, and will now have time called. It's a big at bat here early in the game. Big spot. Tying run on second, leading run at third, and that's going to be sent out to shortstop. It's going to get by out in the left field. Runner coming around to score. Throw home. Not going to be in time as it gets cut off by the pitcher. Or shortstop cut that off, rather. So the tying run is in. That was Leon from second. Hines moves up to second, replacing Leon. Gonzalez over to first on the single. And he's going to have an RBI as well. Back to the top of the lineup, Nolan Watson. He singled his first up and was caught stealing at second base on the pickoff attempt. He went on first move, and that did not end well for him as he ended up being thrown out at second base. Ball was thrown over to first, and then the first baseman threw it over to second. Managed to get him out on the slide attempt. Meeting of the minds here at the mound. Manager is coming out and talking to his pitcher Brady. Him in the infield. There's still 1 out, so a double play will get them out of the inning, and that's still in effect here with runners on first and second. So they've still got time, and it's just 1 run in, so it's tied at 1. No reason to panic just yet, but you want to try, if you're Montgomery, to minimize the damage as much as you possibly can. You don't need the Knights going on a rally here in the second inning and blowing it open already. We'll see if Watson can keep it going. First pitch is going to be in there, strike 1. Again, Watson already with the single on the day. Watson back to the pitcher. It's going to get away from him. Over to first. Safe. He beats the throw. Watson showing the speed, beating out the ball. Brady got a glove on it, slowed it down. At least he did that. But Watson, second hit of the day, back-to-back singles for him. Bases are now loaded as Hines is on third, Gonzalez on second, Watson on first. Now Luke Nakic comes up. He reached on an error his last time up in the first. First pitch to him, low in the dirt, ball one. Knights have everything going for them so far in their half of the inning. They're looking for a chance to take the lead because they didn't lead at all in the first game. Now Nakic out to right field. Ball is caught out there by the right fielder, but that will bring one run in as Hines comes around to score from third. Gonzalez over to third. Watson stays at first. So Nakic has an RBI, a sac fly to right field, and an RBI. 2 outs on the inning now. We'll see Nelson Laviosa come back up. His second plate appearance. He also singled back in the first inning. First pitch to him. Misses low in the zone. It's ball one. The 1-0. That one's also going to miss this one high and outside. 2-0 the count to Laviosa. Really good hitting on display, though, from the Knights so far. It's not always about the big things. Sometimes you need the little ones. It's grounded over to short. Again, tough play with the shortstop as he cannot field the ball cleanly. So that's going to allow We're going to move up. And the Knights now have the lead as Gonzalez comes around to score on that one. So now it's 2-1, Knights in the lead. Gage Schaefer up. First pitch to him inside. So Laviosa reaches on an error to the shortstop. Runners on first and second. Watson's on second. And we'll see time called here. Schaefer struck out swinging in the first inning. Chased a pitch that was outside the zone. It's 1-0 to him. On its way. That's a strike. 1-1 the count as Brady gets back into it after that one. Knights lead for the first time all day, because they never led in the first game. They finally get a lead here in the bottom of inning number 2. That one hit Schaefer, and Schaefer's going to go down the first. So a hit by pitch, and now Schaefer's on first. Watson moves to third, and Laviosa's on second. That means the bases are loaded. And if Patrick Barrett can get on board here, the Knights will have batted around in the inning because we'll have Prieto on deck, and he started the inning. Barrett flied out to right his first time. There's 2 outs on the inning. First pitch to him in there, strike one. Again, Barrett playing DH. He was pitcher and DH the first game. Now just doing the DH duties, the designated hitter duties. Second pitch to the at-bat. And over to third, slow roller, over to first. Gets away from the first baseman, and more runs going to come down to score. That's 2 in, looking to get one more. One more in. Knights have taken the lead. Schaefer came around to score. It's now 5-1. 5-1 Knights. Watson around to score. Laviosa scores from second. Schaefer scored from first on that one. Barrett reached on an error to the third baseman. And now that's batted around. So now we'll see Prieto for his second at-bat of the inning. In the first one, he reached on an error by the shortstop. Now it's the Raptors now with the 4 errors. And the errors are hurting them in this one. Prieto out in the left field. But it's caught out there by Hannigan. And finally the inning comes to a close. Fly out to left field for Prieto. Really great inning there from the Knights. Fantastic piece of hitting all around. They now lead 5-1. They got 5 runs in that inning. 6? 6 runs in the inning. I missed one. Must miss one then. 6-1, Knights lead. We'll be back with inning number 3 here at CCBC Essex.
Yeah, it looks like a 5 from over here. Well, to me it does anyway. Because I got the gate blocking the thing. You see 6? I don't know. Maybe just me. I got bad eyes. I don't know. Like right here. Like if I look at it right here, I can't see the little line up top of the 6. Or the one that goes down in the circle. So it looks like it's just the 5. I have 6 here and I have 5 here. That's why I was lost. Yeah, exactly. That's why having your stuff together is so important.
Back here at CCBC Essex, first pitch is sent out into center field. Catch is made. First out of the inning. And that was A.J. Javit, the DH, getting us going. Now Wyckoff digging back in for a second plate appearance. He singled to first. He singled in his last at bat. We saw the Knights explode for 6 runs back in their half of the second inning. That one was fouled off. We'll see. So it was strike 1 now. That's going to give the pitcher Young plenty of room to breathe out there on the mound. You always love working with a big lead like this, because now you can make a few more mistakes and not pay for them so hard. And was sent out over to third, over to first in time. Out number 2 as Wyckoff grounds out to third base. For the second out of the inning. Now Brandon Grass is going to step back in. He grounded into a double play in the first. That was 1-2-3. First pitch to Grass. In there, strike 1. The energy from the Knights after that big 6th inning they had is really, they've come alive here. That one's going to miss outside, 1-1. But they're all more alive over there on the field. They're much more talkative. Bench is lively too. The 1-1 misses outside, 2-1. The 2-1 to Grass. Grass pops this one up. Bit of trouble out there. Schaefer calls Nakic off and makes the catch for out number 3. And just like that, the inning is over as Montgomery goes down in order. 1, 2, 3. No runs on no hits, no errors, no one left on. Knights will come back up looking to open it up here even more. We'll see Leon. We'll see 7, 8, and 9 get it started for the Knights in their half of the third. We'll be back here with the Knights half of the third at CCBC Essex. Knights lead 6-1. Set here for inning number 3, and the Knights looking to keep their spree of runs going. As Robert Leon is set to get us going. He started everything in the second with a walk. Came on to score later on in the inning. First pitch to him in the at-bat. In there, strike 1. Second pitch. That is popped up. Right fielder, that's Fabre. Under it, there's the catch for out number 1. So Leon can't have a repeat performance of his first at-bat as he flies out to right field. Cale Hines is up, his second plate appearance. Got into a fielder's choice over to third base last time. Can run a score later in the inning as Hines sends this one into left center field. Center fielder Van Steelant over there makes the catch. And now the Knights quickly down to their final out of the inning. Luis Gonzalez comes up. He singled, had an RBI, and also came around to score in the second. It's rare you get the bat in consecutive innings. So let's make the most of those chances. As that one misses outside to Gonzalez, 1-0. That one in there, strike 1. Evening it up now, 1-1. Brady's done a good job of pitching so far. It's the defense that's been giving him the difficulties today on the mound. They've got 4 errors already through almost 3 innings of work here. And one sent out of play, 1-2 to Gonzalez. Two outs on the inning. Gonzalez awaits the 1-2 from Brady. Here it comes. That's going to miss away. 2-2, evening it up. Now Gonzalez. And that was going to ring him up. Gonzalez goes down looking on strikes. And now the Knights go down in order 1, 2, 3. So a quick third inning overall. Both teams go down quietly in their halves of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors for Knights in their half. We'll head to the top of inning number 4. Knights on top, 6-1. And while things are getting set here for the 4th inning of action, as mentioned in the first game, the team did a fundraiser earlier in the year. And these are some of the people who donated to the fundraiser. Once again, the Knights appreciate all your support. Matt and Robin Watson from West Creek, New Jersey. Elsie Milani Jose from New York. Michelle Nakic from Berlin, Pennsylvania. Matt and Sharon Nakic from Forest Hill, Maryland. Nana Feeney of Lexington, Missouri. The Worthingtons from Lexington, Missouri. Grammy Watson from New Jersey. Brittany Strauss from Glen Burnie, Maryland. And I'll get back to reading those names here when we go to the bottom of inning number 4. But right now we're set for action here in the top half of inning number 4. Getting things started for the Raptors. First pitch is fouled out of play. And that's Rio Fabre, the right fielder. A little banter between the umpires there. As the 0-1 comes in. It makes the count 1-1 as that one misses. Second pitch to Fabre. Also misses in the dirt, 2-1. I'm hearing the Montgomery bench pronounce his name Rio. Oh, that one is in there. Strike 2. Evens the count now, 2 apiece. The 2-2 to Fabre. Swung on and missed. Down on strikes he goes. So Fabre gets set down to start the inning. And we'll see Justin Van Steeland, the center fielder. Second time up now here in the 4th. He walked in the second and came around to score later on in the inning. The only run so far for the Raptors. And that first one's going to miss high in the zone. 1-0 to count. As Young continues to look really good so far in this one. That swung through. Van Steeland. 1-1. Young the 1-1 on its way in the dirt, scooped up by Hines. 2-1. Knights lead this one 6-1, entering the 4th inning. That one is up in the air. Bit of trouble out there. Second baseman Gonzalez calling for it. He does make the catch. So a strikeout and a fly out to second base. And Montgomery's down to their final out of the inning. We'll see Bruce Padishaw. He flew out to center field and the double play last time. Because there was the fly out to center field, which was Padishaw. And then Watson made a great throw over to third, which got Fabre trying to advance from second. That was back in the 1st inning of play. That pitch is sent out into left center field. And that's a catch out there. Hit hard, but unfortunately still in the ballpark and playable. Catch was made, and that's going to do it once again. The Raptors go down in order 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors on the inning. Heading to the bottom of inning number 4. Knights lead 6-1. We'll see the top of the lineup for the Knights: Watson, Nikic, and Laviosa. You get us going.
Play out there was left field or was it? Okay, I thought so. Yeah, just couldn't tell.
Well, back to my list of names here, people who donated to the team fundraiser this year for the Knights. We have Oma. We have Dr. Tracy Began from Hawaii, grandmother from Ohio, the Ashley Lang family from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, Jim and Colleen Loftus from Baltimore, Maryland, Carolyn and Jim Rakusin from Mendham, New Jersey, Carolyn Rogers from Plant City, Florida, Todd and Tracy Chansey from Plant City, Florida as well, Craig and Ginger Coffee from Flagler Beach, Florida, Adam Valerie and Jonah from Fort Riley, Kansas, John and Michelle Nikic from Berlin, Pennsylvania, and Marty and Chrissy Hines from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Thank you once again to all of those who donated and supported the Knights in their team fundraiser this year. Here we go, set for inning number 4, bottom of inning number 4. Knights top of the lineup, Nolan Watson getting us going here. In this one, he's had a good day so far. 2 singles for him, a run scored as well. First pitch, and he's going to keep the day going. It's getting down the line out there. Watson rounding, going to second. It's in the corner in the bullpen area. Watson's going to hold at second, and that's now a double. First pitch swinging was Nolan Watson. So that's 3 for 3 now for Watson, with 2 singles and a double in this game alone. He's got 5 hits so far between both games today. He's having an amazing offensive production day for the Knights. As now we're seeing Luke Nakic dig back in. His 3rd time up now. He reached on an air in the first and had a sacrifice fly to right field back in the 2nd inning. As Watson stands on second after leadoff double. First pitch to Nakic. That's chopped. The foul behind the plate here. 0-1. Nakic had some great plays out there today at shortstop. That play where he ranged to his left, slid and blocked the ball, picked it up and fired over to first in time for an amazing out. As that one's in there for a strike, and now it's 1-2. The 1-2 to Nakic. Grounded up the middle into center field. 1 run's going to come around to score. That's Watson around to score. That's Nakic's 2nd RBI of the day. Watson scores from second. RBI single for Nakic. And they're just keeping this train rolling. It's now 7-1. Knights out in front here. Looking to add a little more as there's no outs on the inning, and Nelson Laviosa digs back in. Single his first time up. Reached on an error back in the 2nd. First pitch to him in the dirt. Ball 1. The 1-0. That is fouled out of play here. It's going to even the count at 1. As Laviosa steps back into the box. Back over to first. In time. Nakic is in safely. Nakic with a little lead off first. Laviosa sends that one foul over towards the Montgomery dugout. Now 1-2. Now the 1-2 to Laviosa from Brady. That's in the dirt. Ball's going to get away from grass for just a bit, but not long enough for Nakic to make a move and advance. 2-2. The 2-2 on its way, and Laviosa swings through it, goes down on strikes. That's the first punch out of the inning for Brady, and the first out as well. Well, here comes Gage Schaefer. Got hit by a pitch his last time in the second. Came around to score later in the inning. Back over to first. Nakic is back safely. (7-1). Knights have a commanding lead. First pitch to Schaefer misses outside. 1-0 the count. Second pitch to him. Swung through. And good job there from Nakic to avoid the tag on the throwdown. He did it standing up too, which is even more impressive. He didn't even slide. He just sort of backed his body away, made sure none of the jersey got a touch of that glove. Schaefer sends this one out into the left. That's going to get out of play. 1-2. Again, Schaefer, a former University of Maryland football player. At 1, not chased at. Schaefer gave it a thought, but held up in time. 2-2. And Schaefer swings through that one and goes down on strikes for the second time today. Second time swinging as well. So 2 straight strikeouts from Brady. And there comes Patrick Barrett, DH, looking for his first hit of the day. Barrett's first pitch swinging through it. 0-1. Brady seems to have found his mojo here in this inning. In this half of the inning for Montgomery. Second one, backing him off a little bit, and the throw down's going to get away from the first baseman, and now long way to run over to third. But a third goes Barrett, and throw in save, in time. Not going to be in time as Nakic goes all the way from first on a passed ball that got past the first baseman and scores all the way from first. So that's an RBI for Barrett. It's now 8-1. Knights continue to extend the lead. Now a 7-run ball game. That one sent out of play here. 1-2. So he has an RBI on the at-bat already. The 1-2 in the dirt, even in the count, 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 from Brady. Chopped it out of play. Foul. Really great piece of hitting here. He's a batting, I should say, from Barrett. Fouling off some tough pitches. Now he did the 2-2 again. Swung through. Barrett goes down on strikes. He does manage to get the RBI though on the nakage play where he came around from first to score. Knights go down with 3 straight strikeouts, however, after the 2 hits. They managed to get 1 run on those 2 hits, however. No errors. Nobody left on base. We'll head to the top of inning number 5. We're almost done here in this one. It's 7-inning doubleheader game 2. Knights lead this one 8-1. We'll be back with the top of inning number 5, where for the Raptors we will see 9, 1, and 2 to get us going. We'll be back here at CCBC Essex with inning number 5.
Thank you.
Here we are set for inning number 5. Knights are feeling pretty divine as we get things going here. Leading 8-1. First pitch to Schubert was a ball. Second one, also a ball. 2-0 the count to Schubert. And there's the strike, now getting back in the count. 2-1. Young's working his way back in. Schubert on the day is a single, and he's going to have himself another one here. That one gets out into left field in between the third baseman and shortstop. So Schubert, 2 for 2 on the day, 2 singles. Back to the top of this Montgomery lineup. We'll see Seamus Hannigan. He's already 2 for 2 with 2 singles on the day. Nice looking to roll a double play and throw over to first. Schubert in safely. Eight 1 Knights lead. First pitch misses, ball 1. The 1-0. That one missing again. 2-0 the count to Hannigan. Montgomery with 5 errors so far on the day. Throw over to first. Schubert back in safely. Story of the first game was how many errors the Knights committed. They had 5 in the first one and they lost. And now in this one we're seeing the opposite. Montgomery has the 5 errors. The Knights have done a better job of hitting in this one though than Montgomery did in the first game. But the 5 errors certainly do not help things. That's now 2-1 to Hannigan. That one sent out into the left, skidding out of play. 2-2, evening the count here. Young battle back from a 2-0 hole. Now can that one's up, sent into center field. Watson running in. He's going to make the play out there. And that's the first out of the inning. As Hannigan flies out to center field. There is some action in the Knights bullpen. That's Carson Coffey warming up in the Knights bullpen. The freshman from Florida. Runner does not go. First pitch to Burgess was a ball. Missing low in the dirt. And that one's also going to miss. This one's high, though, 2-0. Double play would get the Knights out of this inning unscathed. We'll see if they can do that here. That pitch is going to find the zone. Beautiful pitch there, 2-1. The 2-1 to Burgess on its way. That's going to find the zone. Back-to-back strikes here. Young working his way back from a 2-0 hole again. 2-2 the count. One out on the inning. And that's going to get blocked and get away from Hines, but up the first baseline. Runner will not go. 3-2 count. Burgess so far is 1 for 2 on the day. Single back in the first. Runner goes. Chopper to the Montgomery dugout. Schieber will have to come run all the way back to first. And we'll do that 3-2 again. Those are always very frustrating moments there. You go to start your run down to the next base. Only for the batter to hit a foul, and man, I gotta do it all over again. Now runner goes. Doesn't matter though. Burgess draws the walk. So 2 on, 1 out. And the number 3 hitter, A.J. Javed, steps back up to the plate. Struck out looking his first time and flew out to center field in the third. So 0 for 2 on the day for him. But now he's got a chance to end the 0 for day and get himself an RBI and another run across for the Raptors. They look to fight back in some first pitch swung on foul to the backstop here. 0-1. Montgomery struggled so far through the first couple of innings here. They've left 5 men on base so far in this one. Gotta start getting some of these runs in if you want to have a chance to come back in this one. That's chopped over towards third base. Pitcher fields it over to first. Not gonna be in time though, despite the great stretch from Prieto. Really tough play though. Third baseman had to come in on it. Leon came in. Pitcher Young fielded it. Went to go to third for the force, but it wasn't there as no one was covering the bag. So he had no choice but to go to first. By the time he turned to make the throw, it was too late. So a single for Javit. Bases are loaded now. Schubert's on third. Burgess is on second. And now Javit's on third. First baseman Wyckoff is up. His third appearance of the day at the plate. 1 for 2 so far. Single back in the first. And a ground out in the third to third. Double play is still in order here. Just 1 out. But if you are Essex, you'll trade out for a run here at this stage of the game with it being the way it is. And that's a hit batter. Oh, not quite. Umpire says come back and hit the bottom part of the bat. And now third base coach is going to come over and have a word with the umpires. That was a foul ball because it hit the barrel of the bat. That counts as a swing. So it's a foul ball, so it's a 1-1 count to Wyckoff. And we'll get back to action here very shortly once the discussion between the third base coach and the umpire concludes. You don't see those very often. A very rare occurrence is where they tell you to get the bat. If you're going to take a pitch, get the bat out of the way if at all possible, because any part of that bat is going to count towards against you as a strike. So get that bat out of the way. Unfortunately for Wyckoff, he did not do that. Looked to me like he did, but again, the umpire says no, it hit the bat. Now the umpire is going to go out to his crewmate over there, the field umpire, and now they're going to have a bit of a discussion. I'm assuming about the events that just transpired. So while we're here, just a quick overview of the line score so far in this one. 1 run, 5 hits, and 5 errors for Montgomery. Meanwhile, the Knights have 8 runs on 7 hits and no errors. And again, this is a big game in the division, in Division 2, because again, the top 8 teams are going to go to the tournament in Frederick this year. And just a rundown of those top 8 teams, Frederick is in first place at 11-1. Montgomery 10-1 after the win in Game 1 today. Essex is 6-3 after the loss in the first game today. Catonsville's 5-4. Garrett 5-5. Anne Arundel 5-7. Allegheny 4-6. And Dundalk is 4-6. And again, the top 8 teams are going to the tournament here at Frederick this year. So these two teams, Essex and Montgomery, are fighting for position here. Fighting for that second place spot in the division. It's going to go a long way to determining seeding when it comes tournament time. And last year, the Knights ended up winning that tournament and then ended up going to Nationals. And now we can hear them arguing about the attempt being made to get out of the way or not, as far as that goes. Those are rules. You have to make an attempt to get out of the way. But if the ball hits any part of that bat, regardless of making an attempt or not, it should still be a strike. Just like if the ball was coming near your head and you duck, and the ball hits the bat, you don't bring it down with you, it's still a strike. You made an attempt to get out the way, just haven't hit the bat. But we'll see what they say. Umpire's not going to change his mind more times than not. He's none too pleased about the call down there. I can't say I blame him, but the rules are there for a reason. So here we are resuming play. I see his side of things, though. I definitely do. But again, we resume play here. 1-1 the count to Cole Wyckoff, first baseman for Montgomery in this one. (8-1) Knights lead by 7. Pitch 2 on the 1-1, misses away. 2-1 the count. And who's to say that all wasn't a big ploy to get Jeff Young off his rhythm? He's been grooving so far in this one. Been pitching really well. The Knights Stevenson are an amazing job of backing him up today as well in this game too. That one is going to miss away. So now 3-1 to Wyckoff. So far, the lengthy break has seemed to work in Montgomery's favor, as Young has thrown 2 straight balls, and now it's 3-1 with the bases loaded. And that's strike 2. Strike 2 now. Full count. 3-2. 1 out. Bases are loaded. This is a big spot for Montgomery. They have a chance to cut into this lead some more. Essex looking to keep the lead right where it is for at least one more batter. Now we'll get time called as Wyckoff steps out. Take a minute, gather himself. And get back in the box here. And here we go. The 3-2 to Wyckoff on its way. That's sent out into left field. It's going to get down out there. 1 run comes down to score. And they're just going to get the 1 as the runner going to hold at third. That's Schubert who scored from third. Burgess over to second. Javit to Burgess to third. Javit to second. Wyckoff a single and an RBI for him. And now we'll see Grass the catcher. And manager's coming out. We'll see a pitching change. So Jeff Young is coming out. And we'll see who's taking the mound. It's probably Coffee since he was only up in the bullpen earlier. While the new pitcher warms up, we'll take a break. We'll be right back here at CCBC Essex with Montgomery threatening. Bases loaded, 1 out. Knights still lead, however, 8-2.
You said 19? Yeah. Yeah, it's Coffee. I thought it was.
I thought on the controversial call here, I thought it hit his elbow pad. Because I heard it ding long. I mean, it did sound like I knew it was equipment. So
Yeah.
whether it's his elbow pad or his bat.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was a bat. That's the only thing it could have been to cause the controversy. Yeah, because you have to. I mean, the coach is right. You have to make an attempt to get out of the way. But like I was saying, it doesn't matter because if you duck and you don't bring the bat with you, you did make it to get out of the way and just hit the bat, so it's foul.
I feel like he didn't really play.
Yeah, right, yeah, and that's what I'm saying too, and that's why like I get what he was saying, but it really doesn't matter too much because I mean he did kind of move a little bit, but it wasn't enough, and then hit the bottom of the bottom of the bat, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
And we are back for action here. New pitcher is Carson Coffey for the Knights. And first pitch is in there, strike 1. He's facing Brandon Grass. I will get some stats for Coffey here momentarily. And that's going to get by Hines. 1 run's going to come around to score. So Coffey in the game. Quickly allows a run to come through. Cutting into this lead some more now. It's 8-3. As Burgess comes around to score from third. Javit moves up to third. And Wyckoff up to second on the pass ball. And now we're going to have time called. Manager's going to come out. Just going to calm Coffey down very quickly. Never what you want to see in the first few pitches of a new pitcher coming in. Losing command of a pitch like that and letting it get to the backstop and getting away from you like that. Just a quick look at Coffee so far this year. This is his 11th appearance of the season. He is a freshman from Florida, as I mentioned earlier. He has a 7.3 ERA, coming in with 17 hits, 12 runs, 10 of those earned, 7 walks, and 11 strikeouts. And here we are back to play here. The 1-1 count. Make it 2-1. Get 2-1 to Grass. Grass so far 0 for 2 on the day. Double play and a fly out. That one checked and held. And make it 3-1. The flyout was to left field in Grass's last time up. 8-3, still 1 out. Knights in the lead. That one's going to miss outside. And Grass has himself a walk. So Coffee comes in and walks the first batter he sees. Bases are loaded. Montgomery has a chance to cut this lead down even further. It's a 5-run game now. They can cut it to 4 if they get a base hit right here. Base hit right here will cut it to 4. This is Rayo Fabre. First pitch to Fabre. In there, strike 1. Great job from Coffee bouncing back after walking the first batter he sees coming in and throwing the first pitch strike to the next batter he sees. Second one, back-to-back strikes from Coffee. Now it's 0-2, Coffee in control. And time called as Fabre steps out. Coffee comes set. The 0-2 to Fabre in the dirt and away. Now 1-2. Coffee still in command here of this at-bat. Still 1 out on the inning. Raptors looking to add a few more runs. Make this lead even smaller. 1-2. Sent out. Right field. And that's going to get trouble out there. Safe at second. Stayed in the infield, looks like. I thought it went in the outfield. It did not. Stayed in the infield, matter of fact. Now it's a 4-run game, however, though. As Javit comes around to score. Wyckoff over to third. Gross to second. Fabre on with the single. Bases are loaded. Still 1 out. And that's Van Steelant, the center fielder. So far 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out to second base. Third plate appearance of the day. It's now 1-1 the count. Double play here would do wonders. For the Knights, we'll see if they can get one right here. Grounded over. It's going to get through. Oh, Nakic gloved it, but no play. No play. Great diving effort from Nakic. Unfortunately, though, again, no play. 1 run comes around to score. That's Wyckoff around to score. It's now 8-5. Knights' lead is diminishing. Gross over to third. Fabre to second. And a single to Van Steelant. Now Paddishaw's up, and then after that, if he manages to get on base here, or keep the inning going for that matter in general, they'll bat it around in their half of the inning. We saw the Knights do this earlier when they had their big inning. Now this is Montgomery's turn to have their big inning of their own. First pitch was a ball to Pattishaw. 8-5, this game is tightened up. In a matter of minutes here, that one sent out a play. 1-1 the count. Unless we see a double play, Montgomery will bat around this inning. Pattishaw swings through and gets a piece barely of that one. So 1-2 the count. If that was just a regular swing through and a miss, another run would have came around to score. And then it'd been a 2-run game at that point. But 1-2. Coffey looking to put it away. Fouled off. We'll do the 1-2 again. Got a battle brewing here. Again, this is what baseball is all about. The battle between the pitcher and the hitter. Who's going to win this one? 1-2 count on its way. And we will do it again. 1-2. Making Coffey throw a lot of pitches. Love seeing this. 1-2 once again. Grounded over to short. And that one's going to get to Nakic. Nakic over to second. Got by second baseman on an errant throw. 1 run around. 2 runs around. And just like that, it is a 1-run ball game. It's now 8-7. Grass came around to score. Fabre came around to score. Van Steelant moves up to third on that one. And Pattishaw on first. So now Montgomery's batted around. It's 8-7. Knights led at one point by 7. Now lead by 1. First pitch was a strike to Schubert, his second time up in the inning now. Now swung through. Big cut there from Schubert. Looking to drive that tying run home. Tying run's on third. The leading run is on first. Still 1 out in the inning for the Raptors. Grounded over to first. To second for 1. Back to first. They get the double play. And just like that, the inning is over. Not before, however. Montgomery gets 6 of their own. And it's now a 8-7 Knights lead. It's going to get really interesting here the rest of the way, folks. We'll see Prieto, Leon, and Hines to get the Knights going in their half of the 5th. We'll be right back here at CCBC Essex. A little bit, yeah. New pitcher, right? New pitcher, I believe. The first guy was a lefty.
Yeah, I think this guy was in last game.
What's his number?
24.
Nah, wasn't last game. Because they had, what's his name pitch? They had AJ pitching last game. We are back for the bottom inning, number 5 at CCBC Essex. We saw the Raptors score 6 in their half of the inning. Grounded over to third, over to first. First out of the inning. As Prieto grounds out. New pitcher for the Raptors is number 24, Zeke Gongola. First out of the inning was a ground out to third. Now Leon's gonna dig back in. 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run, and a fly out. First pitch was a strike. Now Leon, and that one's gonna get out of play. Now 0-2. 0-2 to Leon. Gongola with a 2.3 ERA in 31 1/3 innings pitched. And Leon goes down on strikes, looking at that one on the outside part of the plate. It's 2 outs on the inning now. And we'll see Hines dig back in. Fielder's choice in the second, and a fly out to center field so far in this one. Gongola, first pitch, inside. Catches the inside part of the plate, strike 1. Hines backed off just a tiny bit. But strike 1 regardless. Second pitch, and down to third, and that's fair. Getting down there into the corner, into the bullpen there, the Knights. Hines reaches second safely with the stand-up double. And now Luis Gonzalez looking to keep the inning alive here with 2 outs and a runner on second. Also, this is Gongola as a freshman. This is his 7th appearance of the year. He's 3-2 on the year with 1 start. He's coming in relief in this one, though. First pitch, the at-bat's a ball. Missing low in the zone. Gongola's given up 20 hits, 12 runs, 8 of those earned, 8 walks, and 26 strikeouts so far on the year. That's 1-1, the count now. Pitch from Gongola in the dirt. Good block there. Runner's going to go, however. Throw down. It's going to get by the third baseman. And the run's going to come around to score. Hines aggressive on the base paths. Going to third. Stealing the base successfully. Forcing the throw. Throw was high over Padishaw's head. That run's going to score, making it 9-7 now. Foul tip into the glove of Grass. Held on to 2-2 the count. Knights got 1 of those 6 runs back from last inning. The 2-2 over to short. Throw to first. Scoop. No scoop by the first baseman. Gonna get away from him. And over to the fence. There in the corner. So Gonzalez, they're going to give an error to the shortstop, more than likely on that one. That's Montgomery's 6th error of the day. Now we're going to get a check on Gonzalez over there at second base. Like he is going to come out, going to pinch run for him. It's a pinch runner for him. Looks like we'll see who that is here shortly. Pinch runner is Tanner Lang for Luis Gonzalez. Lang with the nice lead over there off second. Now Watson. Inside, ball one. That one sent out into center field. That's going to get down out there. Coming around to score. Throw is not in time. Cut off. Throw down to second. Got him at second. Does give them their 10th run of the game, however. So it is going to do it for this half of the inning. Knights get 2. It's now a 10-7 ball game. We're heading to the top of the 6th here at CCBC Essex. We'll see the top of the Raptors lineup with Hannigan, Burgess, and Javit. We'll be back with inning number 6 here at CCBC Essex. Back here for action in CCBC Essex. Top 6 here. Only a few more outs left to go in this one. As the first pitch to Hannigan's in there, strike 1. Coffee still on the mound. Good spot there, but it just misses the outside part of the plate. 1-1 to Hannigan. Hannigan 2 for 3 on the day, 2 singles and a flyout. Get a foul this one off, making it 1-2. This game is taking a turn for the exciting here. Looked like the Knights were going to run away with this one. They erupted for 6 runs back in the 2nd inning. Since then, it was all Knights until the top of the 5th. Montgomery came back and got 6 of their own, making it a 1-run game. And then the Knights were able to get 2 in their half, now 10-7. And that hit the shoulder, looks like, of Hannigan, and he's going to go down to first after the hit by pitch. So Hannigan on first after the hit by pitch. And we'll see Will Burgess come back up for his 3rd plate appearance of the day. 1 for 3 with a single back in the 1st, fly out in the 2nd, and a walk. Came around later to score on that walk in the 5th. 1 run on inside. It's going to get away from Hines, the catcher. Warner moves up to 2nd, rounding. Not going to make an attempt for 3rd, however. So Hannigan over to 2nd after the passed ball. So 1-0 count now to Bridges. That one's lined right at second baseman. Good catch out there from Lang. Great play. Lang is relieving Gonzalez, who was pinch ran for in the Knights' half of the fifth. So 1 out on the inning as Bridges lines out to second base. Now A.J. Javit is going to come back up. 1-0. Javit looks at this one away. 2-0 the count now to him. Javit DH in this one so far 1-for-2 on the day. He singled back in the fifth. That one's fouled away. 2-1 the count now. As Coffee looks to try and get some semblance of control here in this half of the inning. That one sent out to left. Caught by Schaefer. That's 2 outs. Throw quickly back in. No chance of a tag. That's a fly out to left field for A.J. Javit. And now Cole Wyckoff is going to come back up for his 4th plate appearance of the day. He's gotten a single and an RBI. Came around to score later on back in the 5th. A single back in the 1st, and he grounded out in the 3rd to 3rd. Wyckoff steps in. Coffee comes set, delivers, and that's going to get by Hines to the backstop. And now that allowed Hannigan to move up to 3rd now. Now Coffee's got to focus on just the batter at this point. Runner on 3rd can't go anywhere. Coffee's got to find where to settle down. Maybe Hines, go out there, talk to him. Tell him just worry about this guy at the plate right here. Runner on 3rd does not matter. So the 1-0. Show bunt pulled it back, and that's in there, strike 1. It's a big spot here for the freshman. The 1-1. Coffee comes set on its way. Good dig there from Hines, keeping that in front of him. 2-1 the count. Coffee comes out from the sidearm angle when he releases the ball, so it's a different look for these hitters. They haven't seen that today. That's the important thing too, as a pitching staff, having multiple guys who can give you different kinds of looks, not just handed wise, but arm angle wise. The 2-1. That one sent out into left field. And it's going to get down out there. 1 run around to score. 10-8 on the RBI single from Wyckoff. That's his 2nd RBI of the day as Hannigan comes around from 3rd to score. Manager's coming out. The guy's going to go to the mound. Infielder's going to come in to greet Coffee and talk to him for a minute. Looks like we are going to get a change of pitchers here and maybe fielders here. Schaefer is coming out of left field. He might be going to the mound. Looks like Schaefer is coming to the mound. We might see a little bit more switching here. And it looks like Watson is moving to left. And maybe that's Eli Lashley going out to center field. And he does play outfield for this Knights team as well. So Gage Schaefer is going to the mound. Pitching change for sure. Gage Schaefer. Schaefer going to the mound. Watson moves over to left field, and I'll see who's replacing Watson in center. And I will get that information to you as soon as I can. But while Schaefer warms up, we'll step away for a minute. We'll be right back with the top of the 6th here at CCBC Essex. Knights still lead 10-8.
That's what I thought.
We're back here at CCBC Essex. We had a pitching change. Gage Schaefer is now on the mound. We have a fielder's change as well. Eli Lashley is over in center field as Watson moves to the left, which means that Lashley will now take over the DH spot. Right. Lashley's taking over the designated hitter spot. We're back in his spot, so they remove the DH, and Lashley will just play in center field and hit in that designated hitter spot. No go over there, but runner's gonna get over to second anyway because there's a walk. That's Grass who got the walk. So Wyckoff over to second now. There's 2 outs still on the inning, and that's looking for that ever-elusive third out here, it seems like, in this inning. We'll see Ryo Fabre dig back in. 4th plate appearance on the day. So far, 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch is inside. It's going to miss. 1-0. He singled, came around to score back in the 5th. Strikeout in the 4th and a walk in the 2nd. It was left at 3rd. Nobody is going as Hines manages to block that and keep it in front of him. Now Hines going out to talk to Schaefer. I want to calm him down a little bit. That's a good thing to do as a catcher, definitely. Go out there, talk to your pitcher, get him calm, because it's very important. Pitching. Well, there is a pinch runner for Montgomery now. Number 15 is coming in to replace him on the base paths. I'll get that name for you as soon as I possibly can here as Gage steps off the mound. He's going to step back on. Now step up by the batter. Everyone trying to get everyone off of their game here. So the 2-0. 3-0 count now. The 3-0. Schaefer gets the strike, making it 3-1. That one is fouled out of play here behind us. Now it's a full count, 3-2. Schaefer working himself back into things here. Just one more out will get him out of the inning. Looking to keep this thing at 2 runs. Don't want to give this team a chance to get back even more than they already are. 10-2, 10-8. That one, strike 3, Gage. Schaefer gets the strikeout and sits Fabre down looking on strikes. That's going to do it for this half of the 6th. It's a closer ball game now as the Raptors managed to get 1 in that inning. It's now 10-8. Knights lead heading at the bottom of the 6th. We'll see 2, 3, and 4 for the Knights. Nakic, Laviosa, and Schaefer to get us going. We'll be back here in the bottom of the 6th at CCBC Essex. We are back in the bottom of the 6th. In CCBC Essex. Knights looking for a little more insurance. The number 15 for Montgomery is Chris Hammond. Starting things off with the 1-1 count. Now it's fouled off. That's Luke Nakic, making it 1-2. Knights' lead has dwindled back down to 2. After at 1 point back in the second inning, they exploded for 6. And that's inside. Now it's 2-2. And the 2-2 to Nakic, poked out there to first base and caught by the first baseman. That's Wyckoff, route number 1. Pop out to the first baseman, so now Nelson Laviosa is going to come back up. 4th time up for him in this one. 1 for 2 with a single on the day. And look out, Laviosa has to duck out of the way of that one. Laviosa gets out of the way of that first pitch. It all was up up near the head there. Never want to see those come up that high. And that one's going to be in there. Strike one. Again, pitcher for the Raptors is now Zeke Gongola. 1-2 now as Gongola gets back ahead of the count. And here it comes. The 1-2 from Gongola on its way. That's sent out to the outfield. Center fielder in, makes the catch. Second out of the inning. Fly out to center, Nelson Laviosa. It's Van Steelant making the play out there. Third batter of the inning is Gage Schaefer, who is taking over the pitching duties in the last inning for Coffee. Now Schaefer looking to help his team extend the lead and help himself, give him some extra insurance heading into their half of the 7th inning. First pitch to Schaefer was over, strike one. Second pitch in there, strike two. Now Schaefer quickly in a hole here. 0-2's got to dig his way out of it. Again, 10-8. Schaefer, the 0-2, misses. This is 1-2 the count now. Now the 1-2 from Gongola gets Schaefer swinging. Third time today he set down on strikes, and that's a big bat to sit down 3 times like that. But now the Knights just need 3 more outs, and they can put this one away. It's 10-8, Knights in the lead. We'll see 7, 8, and 9 for the Raptors in their half of the 7th inning. Can they finish it off and get the 2 games and get the split? We'll find out. Come back for the top of the 7th here at CCBC Essex. You want to do it? Or no. No. They're too tall and too into their tallness. I'm a little man. If I had my haircut, I would. I don't know. I don't look good for camera right now. Personal thing. Here we are, top of the 7th inning. Knights looking to close this one out. First pitch is in there. Strike one to Justin Van Steelant. Second pitch to him. Swung through. Strike two. Schaefer quickly working ahead here. 0-2. Can he get the first out of the inning? Try to throw that one a little bit too hard. You can tell it bounced in the dirt there. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 to Van Steelant. Sent out to short. Great diving effort by Nakic, but unfortunately could not make the catch. And Van Steelant's going to get a single into left field. Great effort, though, from Nakic. You cannot fault the kid's effort one bit. Well, now we'll see Padishall come back up. His 4th time up. So far in this one, he singled earlier. Singled back in the 5th. First pitch is over for a strike. Now back over to first, and safe at first is Van Steelant. No go. Sent out, all right, and to get out of play. Now 0-2. Again, Schaefer ahead in the count, 0-2. Double play would do them wonders here, would give them one less out to deal with. And that is grounded to second. And they do manage to get the out at second, or at first. And that is one out on the inning. As the ground out. Now Schubert, the number 9 hitter. He's 2 for 2 on the day, both singles in this one. Hasn't batted since the 5th inning. First pitch, missed, ball 1. Montgomery had a squeaky toy over there in their dugout, and umpire has finally put a stop to that. And that's 2-0 as Schaefer misses high and away. And that one's gonna miss in the dirt. Now 3-0. Schaefer's gotta find his base, find his calm space. 3-0. That one walked on 4 straight. So there's one out. The double play is in order here. Runners on first and second as Van Steelen moves up to second after the walk. Schubert on the first. And top of this Montgomery lineup as the infield will come in. Coach going out to talk to Gage, Schaefer, and the Knights infield. You never want to try to get a double play. This is one of those times I'd recommend going for a double play and try to get the game over as quickly as possible. Because then, doesn't matter what happens afterwards, game's over. But if they get one more out, say, then a lot of things can change. But if you get 2 outs here, doesn't matter. So we shall see what happens. This play is set to resume. And we'll see Seamus Hannigan getting us going. Getting us going here. 1 out. Tying run is on first. Tying run's on first. Winning run at the plate. Or go-ahead run at the plate. First pitch is in there. Strike 1. The 0-1 to Hannigan on its way. That is popped up. And that's going to get not out of play. Close, though. Still in play for Hines, but didn't make the play in time. 0-2, though, regardless. Schaefer's ahead. The second guy, this is the 3rd guy in the inning now that he's been ahead of 0-2. Gotta get this one right here. Put them down to 1 out left. We'll see what happens here. The 0-2. Both runners are going. Throw down to third. Got him at third. Great throw down there from Cale Hines. Tag applied by Leon. Van Steelen gets caught stealing at third. He gets caught stealing at third. The runner up to second is Schubert. It's 1-2 the count. That was a difficult throw to get out, too. Ball was low in the dirt. You had to kind of dig it out there, but transitioned nicely into the throw to nab the runner, and that's popped out of play. We'll do the 1-2 again. Now the Raptors are down to their final out. If they want to keep their chances alive, they're going to need Hannigan to get on base or get a hit, keep the inning going. And that was big, too, because now the tying run is not going to matter as throw over from Schaefer to Pietro, touches the bag, and that is going to wrap this one up, folks. It was a thrilling, exciting game, but the Knights managed to win 10-8. So they split the two-game set here today in the doubleheader. We'll be back in a minute for post-game interviews. I'm Byron Reed signing off. We will see you all at the next game. Take care.
What's up? Can you hear this one? Test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2.
All right, Rocco Jeffy for CCBC Essex Athletics here with Nolan Watson. Nolan, 2 for 4 in the first game, 4 for 4 in the second game. I think to say you were seeing the ball well today was an understatement.
Yeah, I switched up my approach a little bit, changed something with my hands. Now the ball seems like it's coming in a lot slower, so I'm seeing it real well.
Talk to me about the difference both for you and the team between Game 1 and Game 2 today.
Game 1 was it was a tough battle. It was a close game the whole time, and we were sticking out the whole time, and overall Game 1 was more of a battle, I thought, and then Game 2 we kind of came out the gates and started putting a ton of runs on them. So I think we kind of got laid back on our feet a little bit. We got a little lazy, and they got a bunch of runs and came back a little bit.
So, not that every game doesn't matter, but when you play divisional opponents, as the season is, here we are, just the second week of April, so you're going to see a lot of divisional opponents. So to be able to split a game with a divisional opponent, that's got to mean something.
Yeah, these games are the most important, obviously. We're trying to win every single game, but we know there's some more importance to these games.
All right, so you get a little bit of a break, and then you guys are back at it on Tuesday, I believe it is, against Cecil.
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, that's right. You guys go to Camden, excuse me.
Bus is leaving at 8.
Yes, yep. That's bright early, really early call. So you guys go to Camden for 2 and then back at it against Cecil. The next few days, what are you kind of looking at from a team perspective?
Tomorrow and Tuesday, we're looking to keep all of our guys healthy, come out, and keep trying to win games.
All right. Well, Nolan, thanks for joining us, and great game today. Again, 2 for 4 in the first game, 4 for 4 in the second. And we're just going to get a quick conversation here with our closer of our second game.
Go Knights.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I got you. Come this way a little bit. Keep coming. Keep coming. There we go. We got to have that scoreboard in the background.
Oh, I got you.
All right, here with Gage Schaefer, and you mentioned off camera you weren't too happy with your day at the plate, but you came onto the mound in the 6th inning and ultimately pitched an inning and a third to pick up the save today. How important is it to split a divisional game?
It's huge. I mean, it means everything. We would have liked to win 2. I thought we should have won 2. I thought we gave away the first one, but I'm happy with 1.
All right, and and I believe it was you were in left field in that second game. Take us through. Is it a different mindset when you're coming into the game from being a position player to the mound as opposed to having some time out in the bullpen to warm up? Take us through what goes through your head.
I think it's a little different. Yeah, it's because you aren't really warmed up. You only get a certain amount of you get like 6 or 7 pitches to get warmed up, and I mean I wasn't even really warm until after the first out in the second inning that I pitched. Then I was like, all right, I'm feeling a little better now. So yeah, it's tough, but you got to do what you got to do.
Does it help any more when you have a bad day at the plate, but you're able to come in, pick up the save, and get your team a W? Does it help you kind of deal with the day that you had?
I think that I'd like to pick up myself. So, yeah, I think it helps because it gives me a second opportunity to prove myself to my teammates and everybody else that's watching that, I'm not terrible.
All right. Well, I'll ask you the same question before we go. I asked Nolan. We got 2 against Camden tomorrow, and then we have another divisional opponent in Cecil on Tuesday. What are you looking for both personally and from the team?
I'm just looking to go tomorrow, play hard, take a good approach at the plate, hit the ball. And from the team, I just want everybody to play hard and come out and play how I know we can play as a team. And I think we should win both tomorrow and both Tuesday.
All right. Well, Gage, thanks for joining us. Gage Schaefer picked up the save in the second game as the Knights split with the Raptors of Montgomery College. And, again, it's a 10-8 victory in this game. So for our broadcast crew, on the camera today was Taylor Moore. Our statistician, Mario Diaz. On the scoreboard was Delilah Glidden. And the rest of our crew, we thank all of you. One last time, the final line here. Raptors 8 runs on 10 hits, 6 errors. The Knights 10 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors. And the Knights get the split with the Raptors. This is Rocco Jeffy saying so long. We'll be back on the air Tuesday as the Knights are coming back home to face the Seahawks of Cecil. We'll see you next time. Take care.